So I got a mystery for you guys. Does Sherlock Holmes actually have a sister? Hey everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog and welcome to my in-theater movie review series. So today's in-theater movie we'll be talking about today is the new Netflix movie, ENOLA HOLMES. And before I get into my thoughts about this movie, here are a few words from the channel. Hey guys, if you want to check out more content from this channel, then tune in every Sunday and Monday for new videos. And if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, that means that there was a bit of movie and TV news that I wanted to talk about, so those will be considered special videos. And if you want to chat with me on social media or see when new videos are being released, then follow me through Twitter and Facebook. And also, please feel free to join the new Facebook group, Rabbitearsblog Reviews 2.0, where we talk about movies, TV shows, and video games with other fans of the genres. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So before I dive into this movie review, I want to solve this mystery for you guys. Just what happened to me last week? Well, if you guys are wondering why I haven't posted up a video last week, it was because I was having some problems with my ears to the point where I couldn't hear out of this ear. So I had to go to the doctor last week and actually get my ears cleaned out so I could hear better, because I didn't want to do a video where I could only hear out of one ear. So that's why there was no videos posted up last week, because of this ear problem I have, but I got it fixed now, so now I'm back to doing reviews again. So let's get started. So ENOLA HOLMES stars Millie Bobby Brown, you know, the actress who plays Eleven from Stranger Things. She plays as Enola Holmes in this film. And basically what this film is all about is about a young girl named Enola Holmes who lives with her mother. And what her mother would teach her is how to fight for herself and how to read and how to solve mysteries. And Enola grows up knowing about how to solve mysteries as well as trying to take care of herself. One day, however, Enola's mother suddenly disappears without a trace, and Sherlock Holmes and Mycroft Holmes ends up coming home to try to solve the mystery. But of course, Mycroft thinks that Enola is not suited to be a detective, so he decides to send Enola to a boarding school, which Enola doesn't want to do. So Enola decides to run away from home so she can find her mother, and she ends up meeting the son of a lord along the way, which gets her caught in the situation where she has to find out who's trying to kill the son of the lord. So before I get into my thoughts about this movie, I wanted to ask you guys something. I have a bit of a confession to make. I actually haven't read any of the Sherlock Holmes books, so I don't know much about Sherlock Holmes' character other than I know he's a great detective and that he has a partner named Watson and that his greatest enemy is Professor Moriarty. That's all I know about Sherlock Holmes, at least based off the TV shows and movies I've seen about the character. So for those of you who read the Sherlock Holmes books, does Sherlock Holmes have a sister in the books? I'm not sure, because this is like the first time I ever heard about Sherlock Holmes having a sister, and I don't know if this was just made in response to the movie or this has always been a thing in the book that Sherlock Holmes always has a sister. So let me know in the comments down below, did Sherlock Holmes always have a sister if you have read the Sherlock Holmes books? So now let's get started on my review of this movie. So what are my thoughts about this movie? Well, I thought this movie was really interesting. I actually like the characters in this movie. I like the fact that this features Sherlock Holmes in this movie, because it's been a while since I've seen a movie or TV series that dealt with Sherlock Holmes, and the fact that we have another movie that deals with Sherlock Holmes, except he has a sister in this movie, was really entertaining for me. What I really liked about this movie was how it had a good balance between comedy and mystery. Like, even though it's more on the side of mystery thriller than anything else, I did like some of the comedic moments that happen in this film, especially when Enola is like talking to the audience and saying what's going on in the story to the audience. I did find Enola's personality to be really funny in this movie, and I also like the fact that she's very spunky and she wants to do what she wants to do. Like, she wants to solve mysteries despite the fact that society is going up against her and telling her that she should just stay in boarding school and just do knitting and all that stuff, when Enola really wants to be a detective like her big brother Sherlock. So I like that Enola really likes being a detective, and she goes out of her way to try to find her mother herself without trying to seek the help of Sherlock Holmes. I also really like Henry Cavill's acting as Sherlock Holmes. Like, I think he does a really good job as portraying Sherlock Holmes, as Sherlock Holmes is shown as being a bit strict, but it shows that he really does care for Enola, and he actually encourages her to be a detective. And I like that aspect of Sherlock Holmes' character. Like, he knows about how society runs, and he knows that society wouldn't let Enola be the detective that she wants to be, that he's very sympathetic, but he's still at the rims of society. He still follows society to a T, even if it's at a disadvantage for his sister. I also like how this movie has a theme about trying to find your own path in life instead of following society's roles for you. Like, you have Enola wanted to be a detective and going her own path in her life, despite the fact that society is telling her, she should go to a boarding school and she should learn how to knit and stuff like that. And I like how Enola's like, no, I don't want to do knitting and all that stuff. I want to be a detective like my big brother Sherlock, and I'm going to do it no matter what anybody tells me to. So I like that aspect of Enola's character in this movie, and I think that it's really inspiring for people who want to go out and find their own paths in life and just be happy for once. Like, I really relate to Enola's character in this movie for that reason, as she's trying to find her own path in life, and she just wants to do things that she loves to do, and that's how I feel. I like to do things that I want to do. Like, I want to review movies for YouTube because that's something I like to do. But yeah, I like how the message of the movie is basically Enola trying to find her own path in life and trying to go towards it no matter what society tells her to do. I also really love Millie Bobby Brown's portrayal of Enola in this movie. I think she did a fantastic job of giving out an English accent, which is way better than I could ever give. And I think she gives Enola a really spunky personality and makes her a very likable and relatable character to the audience. Now, here are some issues that I have with this film. First off, there was the romantic subplot between Enola and the son of the Lord. Now, I usually don't mind romance in films, but this is like mostly a mystery thriller, and I felt like having the romance between Enola and the Lord just felt a bit forced in this movie. Like, I would prefer it if they were just best friends throughout the movie, because it felt more natural to me if they were just best friends. But the fact that they just suddenly grown attached to each other in a romantic way just felt a bit forced in this movie, and I wish that the movie didn't have to put that subplot in there. Another problem that I had with this film was that Enola was breaking the fourth wall constantly. Like, she's constantly talking towards the audience about the events that's happening in the film. And while I don't mind this sort of trope that happens in films where the character is talking to the audience about what's going on, I feel like it doesn't really work that well in this film, because this film is mostly a mystery thriller, and the fact that you have Enola talking to the audience constantly about what's going on in the film just threw me off a bit, because it made it seem like this film wasn't really taking seriously the events of the story or anything by having Enola talking to the audience. So I wish that they didn't have Enola like talk to the audience constantly throughout the film, because it just kind of suspends my disbelief about this film being a mystery thriller instead of being a straight up comedy film. But overall, I give Enola Holmes a definite watch it. If you're a huge fan of Sherlock Holmes and you like to watch a movie that deals with Sherlock Holmes but also deals with Sherlock Holmes' extended family, I definitely recommend you check out Enola Holmes, especially if you're a huge fan of Millie Bobby Brown and you love her performance as Eleven in Stranger Things. You'll definitely love her performance in this movie. Well, that's my review on Enola Holmes, and tell me in the comments down below, have you seen Enola Holmes? And if you have, did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? And what were some of your favorite movies that star Sherlock Holmes? Please feel free to tell me in the comments down below. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, like this video? Then please feel free to hit that like button. And also, hit that subscribe button for more content about video games, movies, and TV shows from this channel. And now, let's roll the credits, please.